In the year 2032, in the depths of space, we are shown a spaceship named Helmari. A man awakens inside Helmari with no memories of his past, having been in a coma for the past 2 years. He has no idea how he got here. Its name is Grace. He wants to know about himself. So he starts looking around in the spaceship, where he finds dead bodies of some people. He understands that all of them had come with him on this mission. But now everyone is dead. After this, he goes to the control room. He learns that the spaceship's AI is named Mary. He tells Mary to go back to Earth. But Mary replies that we cannot return to Earth until the mission is complete. He learns that the mission started from Earth 2 years ago. That means he has been traveling continuously for 2 years. After 2 years, he regains consciousness, and now slowly his memories start coming back. He remembers being a science teacher in high school, teaching children molecular biology. At the same time, scientists observed an asteroidal line extending to the planet Venus, which was named the Petrova Line. They discovered that a microorganism called astrophage was spreading rapidly on the surface of the sun, due to which the sunlight was decreasing. Scientists predicted that this would cause severe cold across the world in the next 30 years, leading to global cooling that would destroy the entire world. And Grace believes that soon scientists will find some solution to this problem. After class, a lady named Eve comes to meet him. Actually, she is the head of the Helmari project. She knows a lot about Grace. A few years ago, Grace published a paper in which she wrote that life is possible on a planet, even without water. However, people made fun of him for this theory. After which he was expelled from the team of scientists, and he started teaching in school. He tells him, we want to give you a chance. We have a project. I want you to work in it too. After this, she takes him to the lab and gives him a sample and says that you test it. Grace tests them for several hours and finally tells them that it is a single-celled organism which cannot be penetrated by electromagnetic radiation, that is, neither light nor any other thing can penetrate it. It is completely not from our world. This is some alien microbe. Eve's words become very happy after hearing his theory. Grace quickly realizes that it is the same microscopic organism that is cooling the sun. That is, this is what is connected to the Petrova line. After some time, Eve comes to him. She tells me that your theory was absolutely correct. Even without water, creatures, i.e., aliens, can exist in the world. This microscopic organism is from the planet Venus. Their name is astrophages. A team of 130 scientists was working on this. But the theory you told is the most accurate. That's why now she includes him in her team and takes him to her big base, where he is told that we have to produce astrophages in very large quantities. Grace asks, why do we need to make an astrophage? He is told that we want to use astrophage as fuel in our spaceships. With this, our spaceship will travel very fast. According to their research so far, there is a star in our star system whose name is Tau Ceti. His light did not dim. The light of all the other stars is gradually decreasing. And now through this mission, they want to send some scientists around Tau Ceti star. But this is a kind of one-sided mission. That means whoever goes into it will never come back. All of them will go there and do research, and whatever conclusion they reach, they will send their research to Earth through small robotic spacecraft, which move very fast because it will take them 3 years to reach there. And if they send their research to Earth through messages, then it will take 26 years to do so, which will be very late. He has selected 3 scientists for this entire mission. The story returns to the present, where Grace finds that both of his fellow scientists have been killed, and now he tries to remember more of his past life. But he doesn't remember everything right now. For the next several months, he continues traveling in space like this, and one day, his spaceship's AI, Mary, tells him that another spaceship has arrived near us. He then looks outside to see a spaceship that is completely different. He was made of some crystal-like metal, and then something is thrown towards him from the other spaceship, which scares him. But after waiting for some time, when it does not explode, he understands that perhaps it is a message. That's why he comes out of the spaceship and brings the thing inside. After looking very carefully, he finds out that whoever sent it has told him about his location. Grace realizes that he has come here from the planet Eridani. After which Grace also sends her location to him in the same thing. Shortly after, something comes out of the other spaceship and joins the Helmari. This means that both these spaceships are now docked. A path is formed from the object where the two spaceships are docked. However, Grace is feeling scared. Still, gathering all his courage, he moves forward on that path, and there an alien from another spaceship moves towards him, which is very strange. It has 5 legs. He is like a stone. It is also very small in size. The alien is making strange noises, but Grace cannot understand its language. Nor does he understand Grace's language. But both of them have understood that these two are not harmful to each other. And now both of them create a device in their respective spaceships so that they can understand each other's language. Soon their device is ready, and they start communicating with each other, from which both of them come to know that their mission is the same. Both of them have come here to save their planet from astrophages. Grace names it Rocky because its body is like a rock. The two soon develop a good friendship, as they are both alone in space. Rocky tells Grace that there were 23 more just like her in his spaceship. But now all of them have been killed. Grace also tells that I had 2 more companions with me, and both of them have also died. Also, Grace has created a device for Rocky. That is why whatever he says gets converted into Grace's language, and he understands it. The mission of both of them is the same. That is why they decide that both of them will together save their respective planets by any means. And now Rocky arrives in Grace's spaceship inside a crystal cover. Actually, oxygen is very harmful for it. He cannot breathe oxygen. That's why he has to come inside the cover. It's kind of like his suit. After coming to the spaceship, he tells Grace that you keep your spaceship very dirty. In fact, now both of them even joke with each other. And now Rocky tells Grace that we both have to go to the same place. That's why we go by your spaceship. Grace agrees. Rocky tells him I'm a mechanic for my spaceship. Also, my wife is waiting for me on my planet. We have been together for the last 183 years. Grace tells him that I also have a girlfriend, but she is no longer with me. After traveling for 11 days, they reach Tau City. After which they bring samples from there so that they can find out why astrophysics are not having any effect on this planet. Why is the light of this planet not dimming? And now when Grace tests that sample, she finds out that because of the sample they have taken here, the astrophage has no effect on this planet. That sample also contains bacteria that can fight astrophysics. Grace is overjoyed to learn this, as it allows both of them to save their respective planets. But now they need more of this bacterial element, so that Grace can send this element to Earth through a robotic spaceship and convince them that it can save their planet. He tells his friends Rocky that he will never be able to return to his planet because his spaceship only has enough astrophysics fuel to get him there. I have no way to go back. Rocky says you have become a very good friend of mine. I won't let anything happen to you. I have plenty of astrophage fuel in my spaceship. I will give you fuel from it so that you can return to your planet. However, doing so will take Rocky 6 more years to reach its planet. But Rocky doesn't care about this. He just wants to save Grace. Grace also becomes very emotional and hugs Rocky, and now they take their spaceship to Tau City to collect the element. The gravity here is very strong, due to which they are facing a lot of problems in stabilizing the spacecraft. And now Grace goes out to collect samples of the element, and starts putting the element inside the box, which takes a lot of time. He also gets injured because gravity is pulling him downwards. But Grace somehow manages to control herself and gets back inside the spaceship with the box, after which Grace tries to remove the spaceship from here. But due to high gravity, there is a lot of pressure on the engine of the spacecraft, due to which the engine explodes. Grace is knocked unconscious by the blast. And now Rocky, who has been watching everything, breaks his crystal cover and comes out. First of all, he puts the entire spaceship on autopilot, after which he puts Grace inside a hibernation chamber so that the AI system of the spaceship, i.e. Mary, can fix her. The story goes into the past from here, where Grace, along with Eve's team, had prepared the engine of the spaceship, and now the special team of scientists was fully prepared to come on this mission. But then a huge blast occurs in the lab in which all 3 scientists are killed. And now Grace is asked to go on this mission. But Grace flatly refuses. Reeves says, "You are our last hope. You can save the whole world. And anyway, we are not asking you. This is our order." After which Grace is captured, made unconscious and forcibly sent on this mission. He regained consciousness after 2 years. That's why he didn't remember anything. But now, he remembers everything. In the present, Cress regains consciousness once again. He sees Rocky unconscious in front of him. He has come out of his crystal cover. He understands that Rocky sacrificed his life to save his because he is completely exhausted, and now the element he brought from there. He checks it with apostrophes. This shows that the element, upon coming in contact with astrophage, completely destroys it and increases its own numbers. In a way, it increases its own count by making astrophages its food, and this is one of the reasons why astrophages have no effect on Tau City Star. He names this element Predator, from which he wants to save his and Rocky's planet. But he doesn't know how he'll get it to Rocky's planet. But he also believes that when he goes inside Rocky's spaceship, he will definitely find a way to send this element, named Predator, away. He takes his spaceship to Rocky's spaceship, and at night, while he is sleeping, he hears some noise. He sees that Rocky is still alive, which makes him very happy. He hugs Rocky and tells him that we have succeeded in our mission. Now we can save our planet. After which Rocky takes him inside his spaceship, which is made of a special metal like crystal. Seeing this, Grace becomes very impressed. And now Rocky transfers the astrophase fuel from his spaceship to her spaceship. After which both of them say goodbye to each other and leave for their respective planets. A few months pass, and one day an alarm goes off in Grace's spaceship. He discovers that the Predator samples he is carrying with him have evolved. Due to which, without opening the container, the fuel of the spaceship, i.e., the astrophages, are reaching it and destroying it. He fixes this problem quickly. But he knows that the same problem might have started in Rocky's spaceship too, which he cannot fix himself because he is a mechanic, and if he does not reach it, Rocky will never be able to reach his planet. His entire planet will be destroyed along with him. Grace doesn't know what to do because her spaceship doesn't have enough astrophysics to go to Rocky and fix his problem, and then reach Earth. But she decides to sacrifice her life because Rocky is really her best friend. She sends all the samples of the creator element and all the information she has to Earth through a robotic spacecraft, and she herself sets out to save Rocky. Within a few months, it reaches Rocky. He goes to Rocky's spaceship. Rocky is very happy to see him. After which he also fixes the problem of Rocky's spaceship. That's where we are shown Eve on Earth. Many years have passed. The sunlight has reduced considerably. That's why the Ice Age has begun. But Eve now receives Grace's samples, which she has delivered to her via robotic spacecraft. This allows them to discover how to destroy the astrophages that are blocking sunlight from reaching Earth. They quickly get busy with their work, in which they get success, and in this way money is saved. Rocky and Grace are shown there. Rocky took Grace to his planet, where Grace lives inside a very large dome, where the environment is suitable for his living. Also, he did not age because he was traveling at the speed of light. That is why even after many years have passed on Earth, only a few years have passed for him. Rocky is also with him here, who has completely repaired his spaceship and filled it with fuel. He can go back to his planet, i.e. Earth, whenever he wants. With this, the story of this film ends here. We hope you like this story.